Today, we're going to be baking several things, but we're going to start with sourdough pretzels. Hopefully you have your sourdough from earlier in the pandemic that we all made. If not, then there's a video link that's going to be where do I point?
It's going to be at the end, but it'll probably be to your upper left.
Well, you can do a mid-card insert. You can just be like, here's a video.
Am I gonna?
Maybe. I don't know. You can cut this out if not. Anyway, so we're going to start with sourdough pretzels because we have to rest it for 2 hours while it rises. But I fed my sourdough yesterday, and from that I have my discard, which I also fed. So this gives me a little over a cup of fermented sourdough live, ready to use. You will also need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 cup of milk. You'll want that to be warm. If you put it in cold, it will slow down the fermentation process and it won't be as fluffy. You'll need 4 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon, and then for later, you're going to need a tablespoon of baking soda, 12 cups of water, an egg, and some sea salt. So it's very simple is what goes into the pretzels. So let's get started putting it all together. Flour, butter, milk. Now I said warm, I haven't warmed it yet, so calm down. Calm down. I'm also going to soften the butter like this. And if I had the time and patience, I would do this on the stove over low. I don't. We're going to do this in the microwave. So 2 tablespoons butter. They are so marked.
Somewhere on there.
Tablespoons. There. Tablespoons butter. And 1 cup of milk. Away with you, dairy. I'm gonna need some more coffee. Boop, and we'll come back to that in 30 seconds. Alright. Boop, boop. I like incorporating my flour slowly. So first, I'm gonna get this in the bigger bowl here. You can see it's already been forming some gluten overnight. We're just going to add in the warm and smooth that out, and then we'll start adding in the cups of flour. Let me get that soaking. That's easier to wash later. It's not ready yet. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm very self-conscious today.
Great time to do a video.
It's a great time to do a video. Well, when else do we have time to do a video this weekend?
That's true.
We have a busy weekend, so there are things to be done. Things to be done, and today is the day that we shoot a video regardless of my current mental condition. I'm just agitating the milk and the butter so it mixes together. I don't want chunks of butter, so...
You're just bullying the butter?
Just agitating it. It's not... Like, I'm not getting its lunch money, but I am, like, flicking its ear when it looks away. Every so often the butter's like, stop it! Guys, don't! There we go. I'm just gonna loosen up everything in there together. And then we'll start adding flour as soon as this is a little smoother. There's still some hunks of butter in there.
And it fully incorporated.
Yep. too. You can see, yeah, you can see it's becoming a more consistent consistency. That a little bit warm, which is what you want. You don't want a hot milk because you don't want to kill the yeast. You want warm milk to make the yeast go ooh. You can see that's, yeah, look at that. That will become delicious pretzels, believe it or not.
It's like a hot tub versus like boiling water.
Well, you don't even want a hot tub. You want a warm tub.
I just meant in terms of human.
Yeah.
Pleasant.
Yes, you're not cooking a lobster. 4 cups of flour. We're going to do them one at a time to keep the consistency nice. So, 1. Just do the thing with the spatula where you go under and scoop and turn and scoop and turn, scoop and turn.
Folding. You're folding the dough.
Sometimes, because I have ADHD, I have to keep repeating the numbers. So at this point, if I was alone, I'd just be going 2, 2, 2, so I don't lose track.
I'll help you.
I think you've seen me on videos do that before. I was like, is that 3? Because I'm not doing the whole muttering to myself thing that I typically do when I'm on video.
Well, I can help.
What's this, 2?
This was 2.
This was 2. Yeah, it's starting to flake up a little bit. It's gonna look kind of dry when we get done with this step, but then we're gonna let it rest after kneading it, and that will allow it to. It's gonna go back to being sticky.
This is number 3.
This is number 3. 3, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming a mess. Of course, I wore all black because I was gonna work with flour all day.
Hi, Roxy.
Hi, Roxy.
Hi.
Hello. Dad's making pretzels. I also make a cheese sauce because it's pretzels. You have to make a cheese sauce. Mm-hmm. Then we can have it with the barbecue slow cooked chicken that I made yesterday. It'll be a whole meal.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, puppy.
So how many total do you need?
4.
Alright, so
So
this is the last
one. This is why I set out the extra flour because I knew.
Messy.
Try and keep most of the flour in the bowl. That's a little tip from me to you.
As you're folding?
Yeah. Well, at this point, I'm going to start working it with my hands. And since...
Now you're just kneading.
Yeah. Since it's more dry, if you're working with a wet flour, you'll wet your hands. If you're working with a dry flour, flour your hands. And that'll keep it from sticking to you if you match what it is doing. Leon, this is gonna make. What was the make? Because it depends on the size of the pretzels. I like a big fluffy pretzel.
Yeah.
That's my deal. I like a big fluffer. I don't like little hards. I like big fluffers. What are you giggling at? And just pretzels. Are you?
I agree.
When you married me, you love the big fluffers.
Roxy, if you're looking for food, we don't have anything for you.
Where you go? What's up? Are you just keeping me company? Alright. Once you get it there, you only have to knead it. Make that less confusing to say. You only have to knead it for about 2 or 3 minutes. You're gonna get, you can see it's very flaky right now. And it's going to, we're going to leave it alone for 2 hours after this. It will have time for the moisture to seep through and get it back to a nice stickiness. Oh yes, let's move that. Good call. Good awareness of the area that I did not have.
Now with the bowl back.
Now with the bowl back, we're gonna lightly oil it with some olive oil. Plop this in. And set a timer for 2 hours, where it just stays off to the side. And as you can see, we've made a delicious mess. We see you. You're beautiful. So beautiful. No barking. I see you want to. So, pretzels have finished their rising. Look at how fluffy it looks. And now we have to split it into sections. This recipe requests 12. Make 12 pretzels. So I'm just going to chop it in half until I get about 12. I think 8's good. 8 big pretzels?
Yeah.
8 big pretzels.
They're really big then, yeah.
Do you want, we could, well,
No, this is good. Really big is good. Moving forward.
She's been very good. We've been cooking for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
But for most of that, the door was open, but now it's cold.
Yeah, we can't just be outside. So, now that we have we're just going to make 8 big pretzels. Or actually, you know what, this one can still be pretty big, and this one's still going to be pretty big.
10?
Make your judgment.
12.
A couple of big ones in there. Doot. Biggins.
Roxy has deflated.
You really feel, as you're doing this, you'll really feel how fluffy it's gotten. Because it'll just puff right back up. And doot, pretzel. Pretzel shape. 1. So another thing you want to do is start from the middle and roll out. That way you can go back to the middle if it's getting too thin. So you have a nice even boop, pretzel. I'm also going to make a cheese sauce to go with these. Boop, pretzel. So, we have our pretzel shapes. As you can see, they're going to be very fluffy pretzels. They're just kind of poofed into each other, and that's fine. It tastes good. It catches a lot of the salt. But what we're going to do now, we're going to throw these in the freezer for 20 minutes, and while that's occurring, we're going to prepare the boil. Where do these fit?
Wherever they fit.
Wherever they fit. There.
Oh, I see.
Hello, puppy. Want to do kisses? Aw, kisses. 12 cups of water and a tablespoon of baking soda. That's what it is. 11. 12. Oh, we just have to wait for another 15 minutes to freeze those. Well, in about another 10 we'll turn this on. So when those come out, this will be boiling. Then after, they'll boil until they float. When they float, we transfer them back to the pan. When they're all in the pan, they go in the oven for 15 minutes at degrees. 400 degrees.
Is boiling?
Well, hello there. You just caught me getting ready to cook the pretzels. First, I have 12 cups of water with 1 tablespoon of baking soda, which I will bring to a boil. I'm also preheating the oven to 350 degrees. And what we will do is this. We're going to plunge the frozen pretzel dough into the boiling water and keep it there until it floats. Then, transfer it back onto the pan and put it into the oven for 14 or 15 minutes until it's golden brown. But in between, here is a crucial detail. We will be washing the surface of the pretzel with an egg wash and then sprinkling it with sea salt.
It is an egg wash. I never think of washing it with... You're right. You're right. It's fine. It's a wash. Yes.
Egg coating.
Yes.
Egg.
Yes.
So, that describes the activities that we'll be incurring thusly. Prepare the egg. You have been chosen. This is great honor.
Egg.
Egg. This one. This one.
We've reached that point of the night.
I cannot wait to eat pretzels. I'm very tired.
Egg.
Wash. Bubbles are forming. The bubbles.
Those.
Let's get it moving. Little whirlpool.
You're literally watching the pot boil.
Do it. Do it, you little bitch. I dare you.
You're fine.
I'm tired. The boil has started. We took these out of the freezer. They're shaped now, and boop. And we'll sink at first, and then as they get better, as they cook, they will rise.
Get better.
Heal thyself, pretzel. And you're just picking them out when they start floating, so you can pop them all in. Just pop them. Once they start floating, it's gonna happen. And just boop. Also, these came out of the freezer, so it's also lowering the temperature, so you might see some of the boiling seem to subside, but don't worry, it'll pick back up. As soon as they float, back on the sheet.
What you doing?
I'm preparing their cheese sauce that we're going to use for the pretzels. We got a couple of pieces of mozz. And then I'm going to put in some cheddar. Anyone floating? Oh, we got a floater. We got floaters. Boop, boop. First floater. Well, we'll prepare the cheese sauce in a minute because we gotta do this. Yeah.
Whew, fire.
Does not like when you spill. Boop. You're one of the big ones, so you go over here.
They want kind of bun-like. They're pretzel buns. Which I am down for.
It's delicious. The important thing is it's delicious. And, oh, one of them's uncoiled, apparently.
Oh, I got excited.
That way.
Whoa.
Another of the large.
How many more are there?
3. And one of the large ones you can see tried to uncoil.
Egg wash.
Egg wash. See, made me self-conscious about it.
No, egg wash.
Egg wash. Oh. Egg wash. Egg wash. Slap it again.
Just slap it.
Slap. You fiend! Can't you do it? Now the eggs there to clean everything too.
Salt.
So you do it the classic. I'm being very internet today.
Yes. Very memey. Meme-y.
The memery.
Like with a Y on the end rather than yeah, I'm not pronouncing meme as mimi.
You can.
I'd rather not.
There are no rules.
There's some.
Nope.
I prefer GIF to GIF as one example.
Divorce. What the hell are you talking about? It's GIF.
I said GIF.
Oh.
I prefer GIF to GIF.
Oh, I heard it the other way and I was just like,
No.
the fuck? Who did I marry? What's
No.
wrong with you?
Excuse
you
me.
monster!
GIF.
Just dishes doing themselves.
Because the cat's name is not Jarfield.
Jarfield. Alright, so. Back to cheese.
Cheese.
So,
Cheese.
mozzarella, cheddar. We don't fuck around. We're just gonna cheddar. That's going in there. We're just going to cut it up so the heat disperses better and it melts better. We're going to put it in a low saucepan with a bit of milk, and we're going to keep stirring it until it becomes a sauce.
Saucy.
I'm also probably going to add some Parmesan. But that's later, because that'll just make it clot sooner right now. Just beep.
Cheese.
Cheese. All this is becoming sauce. And just a little bit of milk. Not a lot.
Liquid cheese.
That much.
Cheese is going to take a while to cheese.
Cheese is going to take a while to whiz. I don't know. What is liquefying cheese called? Typically with cheese you're making it into a solid, so I don't know.
Melt?
Uncheesy? Well, because it's going to remain liquidy even when...
Sauce.
It'll remain a gel. Saucing. We're saucing the cheese.
We're saucing the cheese.
We're getting it sauced.
Saucing the cheese.
Okay. You know what I like to do? I like to just put a couple of spices in here too. Just a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion, and a little bit of white pepper.
So the cheese has a kick.
I'll probably add more garlic because, you know, Italian.
As you do.
But that's it. That's it. In fact, if I cover it, it'll liquefy faster. But I do have to stir it every once in a while. Keeps the heat in, keeps the heat circulating.
Cheese?
The cheese is softening. It's not liquid yet, but it's softening. And it's gonna be stringy for a while. So it'll be this thing. There'll be this like lump in the middle that you're stirring because it hasn't spread throughout. So I'm used to that. Because that's when I first started making my own cheese sauce. That's the point where I always went, I messed up. But no, you just have to keep it on low, keep stirring it. It will balance out.
Show me the cheese.
Okay. So this is the part where when you stir it, it starts just looking like lumpy shit. But it's fine. You didn't mess it up. You just have to keep stirring it and keep it on low heat, and it will eventually liquefy and then reform into like a gel. This is fine. You're doing fine. See, it's already starting to like thin out.
Cheese.
And we have the oven beeping, so let's see
Are they pretzels?
how we're doing. I think 2 more minutes. 2 more
Boo.
minutes. I'd like them to brown a little bit more.
Boo.
Pretzels!
Oh.
Big soft pretzels.
Pretzels.
So, now we just gotta finish the cheese sauce and dish up our dinner.
Yes. And wait until they're cool enough to.
Yeah, don't touch them yet.
I want to touch it.
Don't touch it yet. Don't touch them. So this is my dinner. Pretzels with slow cooker barbecued chicken and cheese to dip the pretzel in. So let's do a dip. Still very hot. Look at that steam. Oh, it's so good though.
It's pretzel.
The cheese really like pops the pretzel taste. It's a very, as you can see, it's a very soft and fluffy pretzel. And with the egg wash on the outside, you know, it's still got that pretzel texture difference between the inside and the outside. So good. So good.
And my dinner is the same but smaller.
Yeah, I took the big pretzel.
Small version.
So.
Because I am a small.
So it's like 8 at night here, and we've been cooking all day and recording it, so rock on. We're going to go eat.
Rock on.
Rock on. Hey, if you want to make sourdough pretzels, but you need to make your sourdough starter, click that video right there. Where's that red thing right there? It's one of those. Somewhere here. Or is it here?